Alright, so today I'm going to be discussing 5 updates that I think Emergency Hamburg is never going to get. Maybe I'm wrong on some of these, but, you know, make sure you subscribe, and let's talk about the first one. Alright, so the first update that I think Emergency Hamburg is never going to get is planes. I mean, it is ridiculous. Like, imagine you're just driving down the road here, and you see a plane going over the top of your car. I mean, I don't see it being a thing, I'm not gonna lie. I just feel like, you know, it's just a bit big for such a small place, you know, like the map we have right now is just, it's not really fit for huge aircraft to be taking off and landings in an airport somewhere. Like, it's just, you know, it's just not in the developer's interests. So, you know, as much as I'd like that, alright, to be flying like my presidential, you know, jet over the city, you know, it's just not gonna happen realistically. So yeah, just a really stupid idea, I think. But yeah, the next one, as I'm driving over the river here, is boats. So, you know, boats, you know, that would be cool, but I mean, there's one river in this game. That's it. Like, you'd be going down, up and down this river, and that's all you would be able to do, you know, unless they made some huge map expansion. Boats would be pretty useless in this game. I mean, yeah, I just don't see that happening, just like planes. You know, it's just the map is not, it's too small, it's not big enough to, you know, fulfill that, you know, have boats in them. So yeah, it's just, I mean, boats would be really cool, you know. I just would want to be like cruising down here on a jet ski, but yeah, it just wouldn't make any sense. Like, where are you going? You're down there and that goes to nothing. So if they added boats, they'd have to add like harbors and, you know, stuff like, obviously we already have a cargo ship, so, you know, it would be cool if we could drive that around. You know, I'd really like that. But yeah, boats, it's just another idea that is just so far off probably from what the developers are thinking of adding, that, you know, it's just there's no point thinking about that. And yeah, if we had boats, I just feel like they'd go so unused unless the developers tied the boats into like some kind of special robbery. And that would be really sick, like getting away on a boat from the police. Imagine they added police patrol boats, that would be so funny. But yeah, again, it's not happening, just because the map is not going to facilitate something like that. Alright, so the next update that I think Emergency Hamburg's never going to have is like more, you know, niche teams like bank worker, you know, gas station worker, just stuff like that, because you do have to remember that the game is emergency services focused, so adding stuff like that probably wouldn't make much sense. I mean, having some civilian jobs would be alright, but like other games like ERLC have, but you know, these are just kind of too niche. Like, I feel like they have to tie into the game's genre somehow, you know. So yeah, having tiny little jobs like that, you know, again, just like boats, probably go unused. You know, like, who wants to work at the bank, you know? I guess good for roleplay, but just bad for gameplay in general. You know, the teams that everyone uses are generally police, you know, criminal, and those are the two most popular ones, I guess. So if they start adding these tiny ones that, you know, don't have much features in them, you know, aren't really relevant, then obviously no one's really going to play them. But yeah, let me know what you think about that one in the comments. Alright, so the next update that I think Emergency Hamburg is never going to get is just really in-depth car customization. So again, game is emergency services focused, so, you know, just being able to change the color, it kind of makes sense. I do think we could get a bit more advanced color changing, but what I mean by this advanced car customization is like actually tuning the engine, you know, like how wide the wheels are, adding camber. Like, it's just, it doesn't make sense, you know. None of that would make any sense in this game, because yeah, it's emergency vehicle, it's emergency services focused. So adding really advanced tuning like that, it wouldn't tie in well to the genre of the game. But yeah, that's all for that point. Let me know what you think. Alright, so the last update that I don't think Emergency Hamburg is ever going to get is Autopilot, okay? So this is a highly anticipated update. Like, everyone wants to see this really on like Teslas, but realistically it's never going to happen, is it? Because Autopilot is just such an advanced thing. Like, it's already difficult to do in real life. Imagine trying to make that inside the Roblox engine. Like, you know, it has been done. There are games on Roblox which have working autopilot that does take you wherever you want, but you know, they have to map out all the roads so it knows where it's going. They have to, you know, program it to turn itself, drive itself, control speed. It's just such an advanced thing. Like, they've got to make a separate UI. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and it's really not in the developers' interests. You know, yeah, it would be really cool, but it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and I just don't think it's coming. But yeah, let me know what you think about those updates. To me, you know, they all seem quite unlikely. If any of them do happen, that'll be cool, but yeah, I don't think the developers are going to add them. Let me know what you think about that in the comments, and any other updates you think they might not add or add. But yeah, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.